Well, the Food and Agric Minister, Dr. Usefri Akoto, has been responding to the former president. He says the country is rather experiencing bumper harvests and exporting to neighboring countries due to sustained investment into the sector. He tells my colleague Elton Brobe the former president is misinformed.
I didn't know that in addition to the many accolades that he's collecting along the way, that scaremongering has become a tool for him in his desperate attempt to win power in 2024. The facts are very clear. Ghana has the best food security situation in the whole of Africa, and that is well documented by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, the World Bank, Agric, and all the international organizations. Since 2017, when we started the Planting for Food program, we're exporting huge amounts of food to our neighboring countries across the range of tubers, of maize, rice, and other commodities. So if he says that there's going to be shortage of food in the coming year, I don't know what he's talking about. Last year, the government spent nearly 1 billion Ghana cedis on seed and fertilizer subsidies alone, in addition to the machinery and other things that have been imported for farmers to increase their production and their productivity. That generally we are having a situation where traders are coming from Kano in northern Nigeria, from Niger, from Burkina, to come and pick the excess that the farmers in Ghana have produced. So I don't know where he's getting his information that there's going to be food shortage. In fact, this year we're expecting a bumper crop. It's totally unfounded. He's just a desperate man trying to scare Ghanaians in terms of our food security, but it won't wash.
But he raised issues about the unavailability of fertilizers. That is a key component in the agricultural sector. And you yourself has admitted that it's become a challenge.
Yeah, but in his time, how much fertilizer was he importing for our farmers? It wasn't even 100,000 metric tons a year. We have gone all the way to 500,000 metric tons. And it's because of the COVID, the industrial slowdown in world economy. Fertilizer supplies have gone down and prices have shot through the roof. And we are asking farmers to sacrifice in terms of open market prices. It's nothing to really complain about.
So what is the state of food security in Ghana? Let's speak to the General Agricultural Workers Union, and I'm joined by the General Secretary, Edward Kariwe. Thanks so much for your time, Mr. Kariwe. You work with the farmers and who have a better understanding of the situation on the ground. The former president speaks of farmers not getting fertilizers, which is contributing to their inability to harvest as much as they would have, and which also feeds into the high prices of food crops we're seeing on the market. What is the situation on the ground from where you stand?
Well, I'm on the field now, and I've gone around the zones, particularly the northern part of the country, to see how the flooding has caused devastation and the rest to harm some livelihood. The realities are clear for all of us, and sometimes it appears we don't want to accept what is on the ground. Because based on the ministry's own statistics and information, that fertilizer supplies were constrained, and that it was constrained because they were unable to pay suppliers of fertilizer their monies that they had already supplied. Now, there became a very huge shortage of fertilizer in the market. What it means is that, and then it's not just about analysis here, it's just about the reality on the ground. Of course, you talk to some of the farms have to cut down their acreage because they did not have enough fertilizer to continue with their farming. And the price in the market had also shot up too high. So many farmers were unable to buy the fertilizer because they never prepared for it, the open market fertilizer. Apart from that, we were told by the ministry itself that the fertilizer was smuggled out to the extent that even animals can be remoted to carry the fertilizer out without the help of human beings. All these things put together certainly one should not expect a bumper harvest. One should not expect a harvest to be as it was before, like a year before or 2 years before. So, well, we could hope that in spite of all these shortages and challenges that are before us, things will still be good for us. That is a hope. We can all hope for that. But if you look at the science of it, one should not expect a bumper harvest. And when you talk about a bumper harvest, it is just normal that during harvesting period, prices will fall, because food will be available at that time. But the whole essence of our policy is not about the bumper harvest. It's not about good times. It's about bad times. What do we do beyond the harvest period, the lean season? Will we have enough food? And I think that the ministry and government should be telling us that, look, we have taken measures, practical, pragmatic measures, to make sure that come next year, that is 2022, in the lean season, we would supplement for the shortage, because this shortage is imminent, particularly in the lean season. So the debate about there will be a bumper harvest, there will not be a bumper harvest, I think that it is clear before all of us that it is not during the harvest period that is our problem, but it is during the lean season. So the price will be at a level that people can buy them. We have all seen, everybody goes to the market. I mean, we know that the absence of the food has led to the rise in the price. The cost of production has led to the rise in the price of foodstuffs in the market. And that is there for everybody to see.
Right. So the minister also insists that the Planting for Food and Jobs program has actually resulted in bumper harvest to the extent that we're exporting the surplus. What do you make of the former president's claim that we are in danger of a food shortage in the country next year?
Well, I think that sometimes when someone goes outside the official information and says something that you can be critical about it. But a while ago, it is the same minister who came out to tell us that the Planting for Food and Jobs program is in crisis. It's about to collapse just because they were not able to pay for fertilizers that were supplied. It is also in the media graphic that because of drought and so on in some regions, food shortage was imminent. All these things put together, I don't see why there should be a debate about it, because no one has come out on his own to say that there will be shortage of food. But if you put all these things together, why do you think that there will not be food shortage? If fertilizers were not supplied at the time that they were supposed to be supplied, why do you think that we will still have the same good harvest like if we are supplied the fertilizer? Then if that is the case, why is it that we have to supply fertilizer? So it's not a question for debate. And I don't think that, I believe no one is saying anything from the official information that has come out of the ministry. We did not know. People did not know that government did not pay the suppliers of the subsidized fertilizer. No one knew that. It is the minister who came out to tell us. So I don't know why we can make contradictory statements, having painted the picture to be gloomy. Then we tend to say that it is going to be good, just because someone has also said that or has repeated what you have said. For me, being on the ground, look, the place is flooded. Many farms have been flooded. We are all aware of that. My car got stuck about twice, 3 times, and it's not only me, even trucks.
All right, Agric Kariwa is the General Secretary of GAWU, and he's been painting the real picture of what is on the ground for us.